Hello, welcome back to the breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you are watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got a breaking news report coming out from Russia and another major warning that looks like Russia could be preparing to launch a massive attack onto Ukraine. Take a look at your screen here. Russia reportedly closes its airspace to Kapustin Yar rocket launch complex. Russia is set to close its airspace over the Kapustin Yar military training and rocket launch complex from May 12th to the 13th, prompting speculation of a possible ballistic missile launch. Okay, so if you look at the timing here, May 12th to the 13th, this will be directly after the end of what Russia considers a 3-day truce with Ukraine. And we've been hearing recently that a massive attack onto Ukraine could possibly take place. I showed you guys this report yesterday from the U.S. Embassy in Ukraine. And it says, the U.S. Embassy in Kiev has received information concerning a potentially significant air attack that may occur at any time over the next several days. The embassy, as always, recommends U.S. citizens be prepared to immediately shelter in the event an air alert is announced. So if you look at the date here, May 9th, 2025, this was just yesterday. Today's date is May 10th, 2025. Okay, so could Russia be preparing to launch an Oreshnik intermediate range ballistic missile similar to what you see here? This could be the RS-26 Rubish missile that Russia has. But the Oreshnik medium-range ballistic missile we talked about months ago that attacked Dnipro, it looks like Russia could be preparing to fire another one of these because the Kapustin Yar rocket complex is where they would fire it from. Okay, so this is very big information today, and I want to show you guys the actual report that talks about this. And I warned you guys in our video update yesterday that the U.S. Embassy out of Kiev was warning that a massive air attack could take place onto Kiev or maybe just in Ukraine in general. They're warning about this, and I told you guys that it could be an Oreshnik medium-range ballistic missile that could be fired. So let's hop on over here now to the Kiev Independent. Russia may close airspace over Kapustin Yar, site of Oreshnik ballistic missile launch on May 12th to the 13th. You can see the date here, May 10th, 2025. And it says down here, Russia is reportedly closing its airspace over the Kapustin Yar military training and rocket launch complex from May 12th to the 13th, raising speculation of a possible ballistic missile launch, Ukrainian defense news outlet Militarny reported on May 10th. A notice about the airspace closure was published on the U.S. Defense Department's NOTAM Notice to Airmen website on May 10th, as cited by Militarny. Militarny noted that a similar flight ban was in place from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. between November 21st and the 23rd of 2024, ahead of the first Russian strike with an Oreshnik intermediate range ballistic missile strike on Ukraine. So yeah, we're seeing the same exact setup here right before an Oreshnik would be fired. That's what happened back in November when Dnipro was hit by an Oreshnik missile. Now Russia's doing the same thing again. So furthermore, it says here, Russia regularly uses close and short-range ballistic missiles in aerial attacks against Ukraine, but intermediate-range ballistic missiles, known as IRBMs, and intercontinental ballistic missiles, known as ICBMs, are far larger, can be equipped with nuclear payloads, and are designed to hit targets at far longer ranges. Ukraine's military intelligence, HUR, declined to comment when contacted by the Kiev Independent about the closure of Russian airspace over Kapustin Yar. The U.S. Embassy in Kiev issued a warning on May 9th that Russia could launch a potentially significant attack in the coming days, although they have previously issued similar warnings as part of its standard security protocols. Before its first strike with an Oreshnik against Ukraine in November, Russia gave the U.S. a brief advance warning about the attack. Then Defense Department Deputy Spokesperson Sabrina Singh said on November 21st. The intermediate range ballistic missile launched on November 21st targeted the eastern city of Dnipro. It was described by Russian President Vladimir Putin as a response to Ukraine's use of American and British weapons to strike deep into Russian territory. The Oreshnik is designed to carry nuclear weapons. However, the missile which targeted Dnipro last fall was not armed with a nuclear warhead during this attack. So that's very scary, right? I mean, what if Russia were to attach a nuclear warhead to this thing and fire it into Ukraine? I mean, there's been so many warnings about nuclear war throughout the duration of this war with Ukraine and Russia. I hope that would not ever be the case. But you never know. I mean, Russia is forced into a position right now where they either need to agree or disagree with this proposal of a 30-day ceasefire with Ukraine that Volodymyr Zelensky demanded today, along with lots of other European leaders. Trump has also been demanding this as well. So I think anything could really come out from Russia right now. I think we could see a massive attack onto Ukraine, and they could come out and just outright decline this 30-day ceasefire with Ukraine. This war could carry on and maybe get much worse and escalate to a worse point than where it is now. So I think everybody should possibly be ready for any escalation of this conflict. Things could definitely get out of control. We'll see if things come to an end peacefully, but it looks like Ukraine could possibly be preparing for Russia to launch another Oreshnik intermediate range ballistic missile into Ukraine, or who knows, maybe even several. But I just wanted to give you guys this update and let you know what's going on over here and what Russia is preparing for and what we could possibly see. And you guys let me know what you think is going to happen here over the next couple days in regards to this 30-day ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine, if Russia is going to agree to it, and if they don't, is this what we could possibly see coming as early as Monday or Tuesday of next week? Let me know what your thoughts and concerns and opinions are down in the comment section. That's going to be it for today's update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.